Well, I don't have the camera facing me because I'm not doing that anymore. I don't even know where to start. And last night, as I was in here sleeping, it's to the point now where I understand and know for a fact, after being gang stalked and stuff for 7 months at a time, that this whole thing is spiritual. Now, I can't speak for nobody else. I don't know what anybody else is going through, but I know that what I'm going through, this whole thing is spiritual. My whole thing is spiritual. I was getting the V2K, the voices, the machine pointing at me like a laser every daggone night, even when I went out in public. But it seemed like out of nowhere, they just stopped. And when they stopped doing that, they really turned up the mind games and stupid crap. I don't know which one I hate worse. But when it comes to these mind games and things like that, you really got to be on your toes. And you have to remind yourself that I am targeted. Over and over and over again in order for you to stay sharp. But I have a job. So it's hard for me because I feel like I'm living in two different worlds. You know, I go to work and I pretend that everybody in there is not gang stalking me. Because I need to get a check so I can pay my rent. I come home and I remember that everybody is gang stalking me. I'm a targeted individual, but this stuff is spiritual. And these people, I don't even want to say, but they're not good people. And that's if they are even people. So, I don't know. It makes me wonder about people that come on Facebook and talk about like COINTELPRO and, oh, they're being stalked because they're whistleblowers. And I used to always say, I ain't no whistleblower. I even went through all my Facebook memories and say, dang, hold on, did I say some off the wall stuff about the government? I'm like, no, can't be. I mean, I would talk regular crap about the government, but the same thing that I was saying, everybody else was saying. I voted for Obama. I just didn't get it, you know? And then it was like, I'm not no whistleblower. I never went to a protest before in my life. You know, I was interested but just as interested as anybody else. I would get on Facebook, I'd say my piece, and then I'd get off. But I also talked about a whole bunch of other regular stuff too. So I was like, I know I'm definitely not no whistleblower. I know that for a fact. So when people come on there and say, oh, well, I was a whistleblower and I tried to fix this and that, I still do believe those people could be targeted. I do. I wanted to be the person that'd be like, no, they're fake. No, they're agents. No, they're liars. They're just here to confuse other TIs. But I do think they're targeted. I do think that our government is fucked up. And they play a large part in what's going on with this whole gang stalking stuff. And if we can be targeted for whatever reason, whatever spiritual reason, those people definitely can be targeted for these surface reasons, if that's what you want to call it. I'm not showing my face on here because, like I said, a large part of this is spiritual. Like how my lamp just came on by itself. See? And went off. And came on. Is it gonna go back off? I'm not afraid though. I mean, I want to say like last night, I was in here and I was going to sleep. And as I was going to sleep, I could feel people touching me. I could feel them touching me, like hands. And I can kind of see shadows a little bit. I think it was like 5 shadows. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just about. But I'm not scared of them. I'm not scared of them. So I was shaking my hands and I was taking my arms and I was like, get off me. Get away from me. Go away from me. I was telling them. I could feel hot hands. Like if they're touching my skin, it was like it was burning. And I was telling them, get away from me. Get away from me. Flee from me, Satan. Flee from me. And I started praying. And I started playing my gospel music. And they went away. It was like they were trying to get their hands on me. It was like the one at the bottom of my bed was grabbing my feet. The one at the top was grabbing my arms. And it was like I was starting to be short of breath. Like somebody was trying to choke me. But I sat there in that bed and I started praying. I just started demanding that they went away. I don't even think I prayed. I was just like, you gonna get up out of here. Because you ain't staying here. I'm not scared of the devil. Okay? Because my Father is the great I am. So ain't no reason for me to be scared of the devil. So I started playing my gospel music and they started to go away. They went away. And I went to sleep and got up and went to work. So like I said, a lot of this stuff is spiritual. For me anyway. I'm not going to say for everybody. Some people really are targeted and, you know, COINTELPRO and all that stuff. And believe me, they do the same thing to me. But my situation is a lot of voodoo, hoodoo. The lady downstairs from me is a witch. And it's just a lot of satanic abuse. That's the reason why I won't show my face on here. That's the reason why I deleted all my pictures off Facebook. That's the reason why, you know, I try to guard myself because it's a lot of black magic being done over my life. So I just wanted to say that. I just had to tell somebody that because I don't really have anybody to talk to. I have TI friends or friends that are TIs or friends that I think are TIs, but they are more into the I'm targeted because I'm a whistleblower side of it. I don't even think they believe in the spiritual side of it. And whenever I bring it up, they always, you know, they don't want to talk about that part. But I hate to tell you people, we have to accept that we are in our last days and you need to build a relationship with the Father. And I'm not perfect and I'm in the midst of building my relationship with the Father. But this is it. The rapture is coming. And we need to take heed because it's real. And you can deny it all you want. But I know you see it because you can't help but see it. There's too much weird stuff going on around us. You can ignore it all you want. But the world today is not the same world that we lived in even 2 years ago. Even 3 years ago. Even 4 years ago. You can feel it in the air. That's all I wanted to say.